What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Diaz, and I'm back for another video. So listen, I just want to take the time out to let you know you don't have to go to the beach to relax. You don't have to go to the beach to unwind. You don't have to go to the beach to do nothing. The beach is where you at. Look at my background, right? But listen, the reason for this video is I'm going to talk about the youth for a second, because it really bothers me how the generation has changed over the years. Now, I'm not saying in any way possible, I'm not saying like my generation was perfect. I'm not saying that. But the generation over the years has gotten so bad that we are losing so many young people, and it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. So, rewind it back to like in the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that. People will blame it on the music. The music has nothing to do with how these people are acting, how the generation is acting. I'm not going to just say people because I don't want to stereotype, but how the generation is acting. Because we had music back then that, like, it was violent, but like it wasn't, like it didn't touch us as much. If it did, it subliminally did. Okay? Like the music that we had back then, I would say like Top Authority and Dayton Family and the Pyro Love, like all that, like we did have some violent songs, but like to me, like it didn't affect as much. And I'm not saying it didn't happen, because it did. It did. Depending on where you were at, it did. Like back then they had the so-called, they had the Bloods, they had the Crips and stuff like that. But like to me in general, like I hung out and I didn't have to worry about like nothing. I can go hang out, I can go enjoy, like, whatever, and I didn't have to worry about anything. Now, you have to worry about even walking out of your house. Like, now you have to literally worry about every single thing that you do. Every single thing that you do. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, it shouldn't be to where everybody is fearing for their life to even live. Like, it baffles me to, like, understand, like, how the younger generation now has no fear for anything. Like, this generation has no fear for life itself. Like, they literally don't even care about their own lives. That's the bad thing. And yes, y'all, I brought my tropical drink to the video because it is storming outside. Not storming right now, but it's raining. And I wanted to go to the beach, so I'm going to the beach in my house. Okay, so anyway, so like, we'll even take it like to the music is the worst. The music is literally the worst thing that they could ever come up with. And they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing whenever they made music. They knew what they were doing. they said, okay, well, if we put out this, they gonna come back with this, and they gonna come back with this, and it's just gonna be an all-out war. So, like, I'm not saying, like, my generation, I'm not saying that we didn't have music that made you think that made you act a certain way, but it wasn't as much. Like, to me, I always said that they need to come back with the R&B that they used to have, like the SWV and, you know, like Jade and like Escape, Deborah Cox, and like they need to come back with things like that. And they can't even make music nowadays that can even can even touch what our music was like. Aaliyah, like Aaliyah was like literally one of the top dogs. Keith Sweat, like they were one of the top dogs of the R&B music. You know, and then you could touch on a lot of the other ones, but like I'm not gonna get into that, but it's just I don't know, y'all. Like it hurts me to really think about how different the generations are now. Like how different it was when I grew up to what it is now. Like it's terrible. It's a shame that a lot of people are losing their lives over something that could be prevented. Okay, so you owe this person this. So, like, you mess with this person's girl. You mess with this person's dude. Like, get over it. Get over it. Find somebody else. Find another lane. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Like, too many people, especially younger ones. I have seen so many people on the news that lost their lives that were under 18. Under 18. And I'm not saying that over 18, like, it's normal, but I'm just saying, like, it's just, I've seen way too many children that have been losing their lives. And it doesn't need to happen. If the parents would get in their child's life and actually care about their child instead of just pushing them out of the house and saying, get away from me, like, just go, because they're worried about what they're doing, then a lot of children will be different. I'm not saying they'll be perfect, but I'm just saying they will be different. If you physically are in your child's life and worry about everything that your child does, a lot of things will be different. A lot of things will be different. And I'm not saying, like, because they took certain things out of households that needs to be done. Okay? And I'm not saying, like beat your child. I'm just saying, like, they took butt whoopings out of households. So when you have a child that's disrespecting you and you can't do nothing about it but just your words, the words mean nothing. The words mean nothing at all. And like I said, I'm not all for, like, beating your child, but I'm all for disciplining them. Because if you start them at a young age, and you start with the discipline at a young age and let them know that you're not playing, this is the way you need to be, everything would be so much different. Everything would be so much different. And that's It was designed that way. It was designed that they took it out of the household because they wanted kids to mess up. They wanted them to be in the system. They wanted them to be in the juvenile detention center. They wanted them to be locked up. It was them that did it. It wasn't us, it was them. They're the ones that took all that out of the household. And the children knew that. The children knew, hey, look, if you beat me, I'm going to say something. Like, come on now. So, in other words, you can't beat your child. Not saying beat them. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, you couldn't discipline them. So, they could basically do whatever they want. Because it was in the hands of the government now. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing with our children. And for the dumb parents that don't know that, for the dumb parents that didn't get in their child's butt at a young age, and you didn't have to beat your child, you didn't have to do all that to get in your child's head at a young age, to stop them from doing whatever they were doing. Your child is a reflection of you. So whatever you do, your child is going to follow that. Your child is going to follow exactly what you do. And they're going to think it's okay because, hey, mom and dad is doing it, so it's okay for me to. And they're going to think it's the normal. So whatever y'all are doing, like, just stop. Especially if y'all have young kids. If y'all have young kids, stop. Stop doing whatever y'all doing. Teach your child to follow the right path. Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to say that. Nobody's perfect. But teach your child to follow the right path. Stop letting them think it's okay for you to do whatever you're doing. Because you did it. It's not the same. It's not. Because this generation takes everything to a whole nother level. So you were doing dumb things back then. They're doing it now. There's greater consequences with that. And I'm not saying what y'all were doing was good. But I'm just saying, don't let your child see what you're doing. Don't let your child follow your path just because you was dumb and you wanted to do some stupid things back then. Because it's not the same now. It's not the same. And yes, y'all, I still have this. Look, it is full. I'm going to sip my... my little juicy juice. But anyway, so like, y'all, don't ever think that it's okay to follow after your parents. Don't ever think it's okay unless they're doing something positive. Like, don't ever think that, okay, so they're doing this, it's okay for me to do it. It's not. It's not. And I'm being 100% real with y'all. Like, it's... everybody is losing too many young people to all of this nonsense. To all of the nonsense. And it all could be avoided if you would teach your child. You are the role model to your child. If you're not going to be a role model to your child, whoever they are hanging out with, whoever they were with, is going to be the role model. So why not you, as a parent, be the role model? No parent should want to see their child in a bad situation. No parent should want to see their child like in jail or in a box. Like, you should not want to see your child like that. I know listen, no. I 100% do not want to see my children in a box or in jail. But that's the difference between me and a lot of other parents. I taught my kids younger. I taught my kids when they were little. I didn't let my kids just roam the streets. I didn't let my kids just go hang out and do whatever they wanted to do, because I know how it is out there. And a lot of people hate me for that. A lot of people are like, you don't let your kid grow up. You didn't let your kid do this. You didn't let your kid do that. No, I didn't. And I have my kids with me now because of that. And none of my kids are stupid. My kids all have this. My kids all have the same mindset to teach future generations. Come on, y'all. Like, it's a domino effect. If you mess up, you teach your child to mess up. Your child teaches his child to mess up. It's a domino effect. And there's nothing wrong. And I'm not saying to isolate your child. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you, as a parent, to stay on your child from a young age. Don't wait till he's 16, 17, 18. Don't wait. You have to get them young, because that's when their mind is like a sponge. A child's mind is a sponge. They absorb everything that they see, everything that they hear. They absorb everything. So if you're doing something, that child thinks it's okay because, hey, like, mom's doing it. Hey, dad's doing it. So it's okay to do it. Teach your child when they're young. Don't steer them wrong. Tell them, hey, this is what's going to happen if you out there. They'll know. I'm not saying that they're going to listen. I'm just saying that you could put it out there. I'm just saying you could start that conversation with your child when they're younger. He or she. Start it when they're younger. Because in that way, it's instilled in their mind that, hey, if I do this, no. If I do this, no. No. I'm not doing that. And peer pressure is a lot. Peer pressure is I'm not even going to say it, but peer pressure is a lot. I had it back then. Peer pressure is a lot. You do not want your child to deal with that. So you need to teach them how to shut it down right away. Hey, you want to smoke? Nah, I'm good. Why? You don't want to? Nah, I'm good. If they don't want to mess with you after that, bye. because they're not the ones for you. Like, no. I don't want to get in that crowd. I don't want to do that. And that's where a lot of parents fail, is because they want to push their child out of the house so that way they could chill. Like, that's the bad thing. That's the bad thing about the youth now, is that, you know, and I'm not even gonna blame it on a one-parent household, because a mother could raise a child, a father could raise a child on his own, on her own. It's possible. I've seen it. It's possible. So I don't want to hear that, well, I didn't have a dad, or I didn't have a mom, or, but I don't want to hear that. Because if the mom was doing her job, or if the dad was doing his job, your child would not be like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not down talking to anybody. I'm just speaking the real. Like, if you need to be in your child's life, you need to hang out with your child. You need to talk to them. You need to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. This is how this generation is. You need to be ready for it. And that's why I'm glad that my kids are not like that. I'm gonna say my grown kids are not like that. Because I made sure that they knew from being young that this is what happens when you do this. This is what happens when you do that. Now, here I am. I'm a grandma of 2 boys. Healthy, beautiful. Like, I taught them to be on the right path. To not fall for any of that stuff that's going on out there in the street. Because it's not going to benefit you. That's it. That's it. But anyway, so I had to take it to the beach because, you know, it's raining out here. And I thought, what better way to bring the beach to y'all was to do it right here in the video. And y'all, it's thunderstorms about to happen. But I am enjoying my nice little tall drink, okay? Some apple juice. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. You know how they fake, they said, I'm sipping Mai Tais. I'm sipping Mai Tais. Apple juice. Alright, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Like, a lot of this is just, it's real things that are going on, and like, it's just crazy. It really is. But anyway, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below and let me know what you guys think of the video. That's for y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. But my last thing, I can't even do it. My last thing was to end it. I can't. Alright, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys.